Okay, Lions, Giants this Sunday, and Daniel Jones was asked what he thought of the Lions. We'll get to that. We'll also look at a weak point in the Giants that no one's really talking about that is like, oh, I feel really good about. So we'll get to a weak point in the Giants. I think the Lions can really expose. But first, Daniel Jones asked about the Lions, specifically the defense, and he said that we're physical. Now again, he was asked, say this defense doesn't look that great, statistically, but he's like, this is a physical defense. And I think that's one of the things we're really seeing these last few games when the defense has really turned around, played well against the Packers, of course, played well against the Bears, allowed two big plays that really cost us. But I do see our run defense being a little bit more physical. Now, with that said, Charles Harris, who's just a big piece that we need, doesn't look like he's going to play Sunday. Charles Harris re-aggravated an injury, so that defensive line that hurts our defensive line. Um, the guy that I have really noticed kind of bring that physicality back to our defense is Kaminsky. I never even heard of him before this year, but when he was out, we struggled. Kaminsky pushes the pile. He has some physicality to us. Another guy that played a little bit last week that we didn't even talk about, I don't think he's going to play this week, was Jared Davis. Got in a little bit. There's your physical missile right there. But, and I wanted to talk about Jared Davis for 3 seconds on the channel. I just think that we are a lot more physical. And this could have been a throwaway answer from Daniel Jones, who he didn't know what to say. He's like, they're physical. But I really think it just made me think, I think he's onto something, or that's what we have been, and that's the improvement. Jerry Jacobs, physicality, at the line of scrimmage versus Owarie, who I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. So defensive line, we've gotten a little bit healthier. We've got it healthier in the secondary, and we've become more physical, which I really like to see that. So that's something that he said that I really like. Now I'm going to get to the weakness on the Giants team that nobody's really talking about. The Giants defense is not that great. Let me prove it to you. This comes from Pride of Detroit. Again, shout out to them. They're looking at different numbers. They're looking at the Giants rush defense. And it says they're not good under good run defense at all. Every single opponent has rushed for at least 87 yards on them, and only two of their opponents have been held below 4.7 yards per carry. They are giving up a whopping 5.5 yards per carry. So, would love to see our running backs get involved. And we have some good running backs, not even talking DeAndre Swift, because we've seen now year after year. Let me just talk about Swift just for a second. He can't stay healthy. And then when he does, is he that big of an impact player like we've never seen? No, he's great. He's great. He adds a little boost here and there, but even when he's healthy, it's just all this, what if Swift can do this? Swift can do that. Boy, he's explosive. Hear a lot about him, but he's always hurt. And he's just slowed by injuries. So even when he plays, he's slowed by injuries. So anyway, we have Justin Jackson. We've got some other running backs that I feel very comfortable with. Of course, Jamal Williams is just a solid running back. Now, can we break a couple of those? That would be the key, because they excel in situational football, situational running, short yardage. If you can excel there, that really is a great thing, because again, how many times have you been, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, a running situation, 4th and 1? I think that's where the Giants have really excelled, and that's why they're second best in red zone defense in the league, because you give up yards, you're running, whatever. But if you can stop us when we're going to run it, that's big time. So that's where the Giants have really done well, and that's why you don't notice that they're last in the league in yards per carry, giving up yards per carry. So you don't even notice that because they are so good situationally. So I think this game is an opportunity for us to really be physical, both offensively and defensively, and kind of I don't know if we want to be what the Giants are and the Giants want to be us. Just so happens they haven't lost as many games as we have. But we've got, they got the Brian Dable thing where we've got Dan Campbell, similar types of guys that are ready just to come in, be physical, play smart, don't turn the ball over, run the ball. I hope we do that. And I also hope that Dan Campbell continues to play the game the right way, coach the game the right way, kick the field goal whenever we can, essentially. In the first half, at least, just kick the field goal. Punt when we should punt. Go for it when, situationally, it's just like, all right, bring them out, we're going for it. I like the fakes, if anything. I like punt fakes, field goal fakes, stuff like that, rather than, all right, it's 4th and 2. We should kick the field goal, but let's keep them out there. Just kick the field goal, even if we have to kick a field goal a few times in the first half instead of going for it. Just play the game right, and I think we'll stay in it. We're going to be able to run the ball against these guys, so that is going to be huge. Anytime you can run the ball, you really control the clock, and they're going to try to do the same thing against us. I mean, no, no question about it. I'm very curious to see if we can stop the run. We haven't been good against the run all year, but better. I just feel like we've been better, more physical the last couple of weeks, and we're not just getting gashed. I mean, Justin Fields gashed us, but it's Justin Fields. It's a read option. We blow it. One guy blows it and he goes 80 yards versus just down the field, run 8 yards, 10 yards, 11 yards. We didn't really have that. We were able to kind of control their running backs. We gave up some stuff to Justin Fields. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Big game coming up, because if we can win this game, 3-game winning streak going into Thanksgiving, I would love to see Ford Field Thanksgiving on a 3-game winning streak would be pretty awesome. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.